Yeah, we're on. So hey guys, this is not the experts. I'm Titus. I'm my man Levi. Full disclosure, we had a show planned today already, but it was gonna be something different, something semi football related or whatever. But
And lighthearted.
yeah, with the news of what broke with the if you somehow don't know, Kobe Bryant and his daughter and another um, parent and their daughter, and I'm assuming the pilot crashed in a helicopter accident earlier today. So as you can imagine, we just changed direction to just kind of go with that because it's like talking about anything else. This doesn't seem right today. Honestly, it just doesn't feel like appropriate to do anything different than to just kind of reflect on that and speak on that. So that's the direction we're in today. Um, yeah, so yeah, it's I'm sorry, this show isn't gonna be like super. We're not super organized anyway. But this show is gonna be less organized than usual because it's just like, Levi, I don't want to speak for you, but I think we're still both kind of in shock a little bit here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we was like still kind of in just shock and awe about this news today.
Uh, yeah, for sure. What happened with me and how I found out, which is how I'm sure a lot of people found out, was I was playing 2K, and as soon as I got done with my match, looked at my phone, and I had one notification, and it was the little Twitter icon or badge, and it said "News for you." Uh, Kobe Bryant has been killed, reported by TMZ. And I looked and it said 20 minutes ago. Um, and man, when I saw it, you know how your mind does, your eyes do when you're reading something initially. You kind of just glance over it, or you're already making assumptions or processing what you're reading. And
Right.
I I was thinking, nah, this is a hoax, because we've gotten that
Yeah.
before about
Right.
other people, but I didn't even have to open up Twitter uh, because when I saw at the end reported by TMZ, I really had no doubt that it
Yeah.
was true.
Yeah. Like the way I saw it, I was just scrolling Facebook for whatever reason. I scroll Facebook, which I still don't know yet. But I saw someone posting. It was like, this can't be. It was like just it had the just now thing on. So it just posted it. So I saw it posted and it had the TMZ link. I'm like, this must be like a fake TMZ or something because it's Facebook first of all, so you never know. People follow
Yeah,
that stuff all the time. And I saw the time it was posted. I'm like, nah, this can't be right. I click it and I see it's really TMZ. So I head to Twitter and I'm like, nah. And I'm like seeing everyone's kind of on the same wavelength. Now this must be wrong. This has to be wrong. And like that's probably a 20-minute process before more other news sources started reporting on it and confirming it. And then it's like, wait, what? Like this is real. And it's like you said, TMZ rarely misses with that stuff. And something that big, that like they're not gonna miss something that big. It's just not.
yeah,
Honestly, most of the time, it's 90%, 98 probably percent of the time they're not gonna miss something that big because that's like a your website will get shut down type reporting.
yeah, for sure.
So it's like, nah, it was more
And
like we were all like in denial, hoping that it just wasn't the case.
yeah, and your timetable is very accurate too, because like I said, uh, when I saw the notification, it said 20 minutes ago. And
Yeah,
of course, I'd gotten on Twitter and I was scrolling. And you're right, dude, because I'd gotten on like almost like exactly 20 minutes, after it had been first been reported. And
right.
as I'm scrolling, I can see it playing out. First people are saying no, but by the time I got to my updated tweets, it'd been confirmed, and
Yeah,
now people are just trying to figure out who else was on the plane.
yeah. I do want to say shout out to all the news outlets that like even though TMZ had it first, a lot of news outlets still waited a while before they said anything about it. So shout out to them for not trying to rush out and just put information out there. Like like you
Yeah,
said, it's not about being first in these situations. Like just get the right information out to the people
Well,
And like,
and
you know
what's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
chilling, yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it was just me. It was just kind of chilling though, as I'm scrolling through everything, and then of course I'm getting trapped in like a lot of Twitter rabbit holes as I'm
Yeah,
clicking on different feeds and everything.
yeah,
But then I stumbled upon a tweet by the city of Calabasas where 4 hours ago they had reported it, but nobody knew, and neither did they. I mean, they didn't know Kobe Bryant was on that helicopter. They had
right,
just reported warning, there was a helicopter down,
yeah,
traffic, on this road is shut down. And I mean, to me, when I just play it out, it's crazy, man. Cause like
yeah, man,
really, and it's so weird too, because I don't know. I mean, things like this are kind of weird for me. I'm an emotional person, but when it comes to death, I'm usually not as emotional in other things. I don't know why. I don't think it's probably because I really haven't had that, one person like really close to me, or that has passed away. So I haven't really experienced that. But when it's like this, it's just weird because like everybody's talking about it.
yeah,
And it's Kobe Bryant, and it's worth being talked about. But if it was just four other people or five other people that were on this helicopter, nobody would be talking about it. So I'm always conflicted too when these type of things happen.
yeah, yeah. It's like, um, I think for a long time when it wasn't celebrities, I guess I grew up with or we grew up with, I didn't understand why people got so emotional over deaths of people they didn't know personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I didn't get it for a long time. That was just me being like, I'll honestly say just ignorant and like, cause I hadn't been through it honestly, so I wasn't aware of it. But like, I think the older I get and when I start seeing people that I either listened to through music pass away or people who I watch growing up, spent a lot of my time watching in sports, like I understand that emotion now.
yeah,
And it's kind of scary to get to that point where it's like, nah, I get it. Like I really watched this person's dang near their entire career and they're
yeah,
gone. Like,
and I know you just you and a lot of people along with you just kind of went through this not too long ago. It seemed like Mac Miller, was the big
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Very
that was the first
unexpected.
one. Yeah, that was the first one I
Yeah,
really
and
experienced like that.
the and when I heard that, you were the first and only person. Like, I text you and I asked if you were okay,
Yeah,
because I knew how much Mac Miller and his music meant to you. I didn't have that.
right,
I didn't really listen to Mac Miller, and like I
right,
said, I haven't had that happen to me yet. I mean, it's inevitable. It's just the cycle of life, and it's
right.
really sad. But yeah, dude, and I've actually reached out to a couple of friends. I don't know, it's weird, man. My mind just automatically goes to like, like that. When I text you, I got
Yeah,
to really heavy Lakers fans that I'm friends with, so they were the first two people I hit up about it.
yeah. I text a couple of mine too. And like, yeah, it really means a lot when you when you get those messages. Honestly, because it's like it feels weird because you didn't know the person, but it's like someone else who might not be experiencing it the same way you do still thinks about you in that moment. Like, yo, I'm sorry that you're going through this right now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
no,
it means so much, and
yeah,
you just
well,
don't know until you feel it. And it's like, yo, this is crazy.
I'm glad you said that because I honestly kind of felt stupid texting him. Like
Oh
the
nah,
first one
yeah,
is, I haven't talked to him in
yeah,
years, and I hit him up
yeah,
and I started the message off with, "Hey man, I know this might sound really stupid, but I just want to let you know, like, I'm sorry about the loss and
right,
everything." And because I mean, it's a celebrity, and
right, yeah,
somebody we've never met, we don't know, but it's crazy.
yeah, and it's like
It's like the whole thing is crazy, man.
right, right, and it's like we're dealing with kind of our own grief in a way, and then we start to think about the family, right? Like think about his wife, Vanessa Bryant. It's like she lost her husband and her daughter, and one of her daughters
Yeah.
at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like shock suddenly out of nowhere. She's
Uh,
a
well, I wanted to ask you, because I'll just kind of tell you, which because I text you the same thing. When I saw the notification, I got the news. Of course, like I said, my mind went out to these couple of people, but
right.
really like the thing that tore me or that really hit me was, I mean, I really did like the first thing I was concerned about in person was Gigi,
Right.
and that's just because like her and Kobe's relationship has been publicized
Yeah. Yeah.
and talked about and adored, and especially, I mean, just a couple of days ago, there was a video on Twitter that was going around of them on the sidelines at an NBA
Right.
game,
Right.
and you know, I thought like, and that's got to be so hard, you know, because like they were so close, and
Right.
now I just and I really did think this too, and I thought, man, well, you know, like this is really going to suck for her, but she is going to be like she is propped up to be that one, you know, to carry on the name though, and then
Yeah.
when you find out like she's gone
She's
too,
yeah.
I mean, I really just don't even know what to think when it comes to carrying on, and it's something I shouldn't even be thinking about right now, like, you know, his legacy being carried on, but yeah, I mean, I've just been at
It's
a
okay.
loss,
Like,
dude.
yeah, man, this thing, like, I don't think, well, I think I was about to say there's no wrong thoughts have. There are definitely wrong thoughts have, but I don't think that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a selfish one. That's like a natural processing of this situation
Yeah,
one to me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like, she is the daughter that we've seen at the forefront the most. Those are like, she's on IG. You see her doing workout stuff sometimes. I've seen those videos on NBA Reddit and stuff, like her just doing workouts. That video you're talking about with him, like it was like he's explaining like how to do certain things on the court, breaking down the game to her and stuff like that in ways. And
yeah,
it's just, I don't know, man. Stuff like that's crazy. And this is like, I saw a video of the soccer player Neymar. He scored a goal and did a little tribute to Kobe today. And it's like, yo, this is an
yeah.
international, like heartbreaking thing across. It's not just an American thing because Kobe was an international star, honestly. And it's like, the world, the sporting world lost, and the world in general lost like a legend today.
Exactly. And you can make the argument that, you know, before today, Kobe Bryant was more of a trending athlete in China and in Europe, you know, than here in America.
Oh, he was a
Because,
megastar in China. Yeah, this star level in China
yeah,
was crazy. Um,
it,
and then like with LeBron, like with people, it's kind of crazy. He was in the news just yesterday because people were reflecting on him because LeBron passed him up on the scoring list yesterday. So that kind of brought up the Kobe reflections a day before this happened. And
yeah,
then,
I saw that video of LeBron too. It's really creepy. I mean, I
yeah,
wouldn't, maybe creepy isn't the best word,
it's eerie.
eerie, I think
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what somebody had put. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
I
didn't
retweeted that video.
I haven't caught that video yet, and I'm honestly kind of scared to watch it now. I really
Yeah,
am. It's like I don't think I'm
it's,
ready for that yet.
yeah, because, yeah, it's just weird because, I mean, because the way LeBron talked about Kobe, it kind of just like the way just LeBron structured his sentences and, you know, his
Yeah,
words, just the way he talked, you know, you could easily just think like he was saying that after Kobe was dead. You know, you
yeah,
could have thought that, you know, Kobe was already gone.
yeah, yeah. It's frightening, man. It's all just such a such a crazy thing, man.
Yeah.
And
I mean, sorry.
you good?
Just to keep going with it, kind of talking about, you know, having all these thoughts and trying to process everything. You know, you always think about the timing of the death too, and of course, 41
Yeah,
is way too young for anybody to die. And there's
right.
no, and I mean, you can make the argument. Some people would say there are no such thing as timely deaths or stuff like that. But I just think, of course, I think it's really weird too, though, man. Like just within this month, the first month of 2020, we've already lost so many celebrities, and then in the
Yeah,
basketball world, you lose
right.
David Stern. Um, but I think this death, man, like it was timely in the fact that I mean, we were just talking before we got on here. You mentioned Kendrick's already tweeted an apology to KD today. Everybody's in their feels and everybody's really taking it to heart not to take people for granted.
Yeah,
And I think it's just so eerie that we use the term 2020 vision and we're in the year 2020 and so much has already gone on in this first month. It's kind of like just setting us up, you know, kind of for the year and beyond. And I think there's going to be a lot more positive. I mean, there's really the only negative, in not having Kobe Bryant here anymore is him not being here, and especially not being with his family. And like that is going to be so tough. And I can't imagine like what his wife and his daughters are going through right now, and what they will have to go through. But I mean, for everybody else in the world, though, I think it's gonna be a really positive thing,
Yeah, that's kind
especially
of
in a time of, yeah, and especially in a time of such. I mean, it seems like we're so divisive. You know, I don't know, man. Like, I just hope, and I think it will be like a positive thing.
yeah, yeah. I kind of feel that too. Like one thing about these situations is like, and this is something I want people to remember, and I want us to not like forget it this time, is that when these happen, we always. I think I texted you this earlier. We always talk about how like life is short, you never know, and you can't take anything for granted, right?
Yeah,
But it's like, yo, we remember that in like the initial week or so after something devastating happens, and we go right back to the same kind of living we did. Like, no, like really, life is short. Like any petty grudges, no point holding on to them. Anything you haven't done or you want to do, stop saying you want to do it and just start doing it, because honestly, we just don't know. Like, we really don't.
yeah,
No one, like, very few people are waking up knowing that they don't have how much time they have left. They don't have time left. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
live the life you want to before that happens, and do what you can to do the things that you want to do before you get to that point, because you don't know. Like, we gotta just really take advantage of these moments and these days that we have, because we all do very basic things that we've done hundreds of times that could actually end up being the cause of our last day. Like, Kobe's been on helicopters probably hundreds of thousands of times,
yeah,
because you take helicopters. I think you take helicopters to practice
yeah.
towards the end of his career. So like, it's a regular, helicopter was a regular thing to him. And
Well,
then
and yeah, he was known for being the guy.
yeah, with the
He
helicopter.
kind of like invented that or thought of
Yeah,
that, using to bypass that traffic.
right, right. Like, that's what he was known for. And then he ends up, you know, having a tragic accident in one. Like, so just even the basic things, we take all of it for granted. Getting from point A to point B in a car, like, we take that. We don't think about, oh, good, I made it here safely. That's great. It can be a 5 minute drive. It's like, oh, look, I made it 5 minutes safely. We don't think about that. But it's like every second could go wrong at any moment. And it's like, just sorry, hold on, my voice went a little out.
You're good.
But it's just like, just cherish it, man. Cherish the people around you. Um, don't things that you think you can wait to say, just say them, because it's not worth not telling someone what you need to tell them, or holding on to something you didn't need to hold on to, you can let go and get closure on. You know what I'm saying? It's just all worth it at the end. Like, you just gotta.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave things unsaid, things undone. You don't. That probably sounded really rambling, but it's honestly just, you know. Yeah, I think my
I mean,
monologue
it's
is done.
just, I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, man. It's who is crazy time, man. And like, on another note, like, this is the type of thing that reminds people that, because there are a lot of like people who weren't necessarily Kobe fans, and we had a lot of jokes. I'm not acting like I was a super Kobe fan or anything, but as a fan of basketball and as a fan of just human beings being humans, like, this still affects you in a way. Like, this affects everyone who enjoyed the game of basketball for however long, whether you're a fan of somebody or not. It's like, yo, this person who I watched is gone.
No, dude, you're exactly right. And that kind of leads into a question I wanted to ask was, I mean, I just wanted to pretty much ask like your overall thoughts of Kobe and what he meant to you, as a fan of basketball, but also, in your personal life too, maybe.
Yeah, so this is something that I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I don't want to be. I'm not gonna be disrespectful because I mean, but for me, like I grew up a Lakers hater, so I was never really
Yeah.
a super Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? But like, so Kobe, in terms of basketball, Kobe was not my favorite basketball player to watch because I was a Lakers hater. Therefore, I couldn't like Kobe.
Yeah.
That's how it went. So like, but like, I mean, there are moments in his career that I love. Like some of the shots he had are ridiculous, and like I remember being mad about him at the time, just because he was winning games. I would get mad because it was Kobe.
Yeah.
But I watched that Kyrie. This is kind of off topic. I watched that video. Do you remember that video of him and Kyrie arguing at the Olympic training, the Team USA training practice?
No, I
It's this
haven't
old
seen that
video.
or
It's
heard of
like,
that.
oh wow, it's like from 2012. Kyrie was somebody who could beat Kobe in one-on-one, right? And they're just going back and forth. And Kyrie's like,
Hmm.
this is one of my and Kyrie's like, he acts like he's talking to a high school kid. And Kobe goes, "You just came out of high school, kid." And Kyrie's like, "I went to college. You came out of high school." And Kobe goes, "You played 2 games in college." Like, but nah, just that back and forth killed me. And then at one point, I was watching Kyrie went like you got like you about to play Little Bow Wow or something, and then Kobe goes, "Y'all the same height." And I was like, just that trash talking level was so funny to me. I love good trash talking. So that's like just stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. The shot he hit over the Heat in the regular season, one of the craziest shots I've seen. The one time against in the Big Three. But like for me, to me, Kobe was like back to the topic. I just want to get that out there, but I'm rambling a little bit. But that's what you asked me. For me, Kobe is like the last fun basketball villain. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
Yeah.
like I didn't like him as a person, but like in terms of being, like I said, a Lakers hater, cheering against Kobe was fun, man. Like I enjoyed it. Like I really,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. When he retired, like there's not a player that could replace that level of what's the word? Not divisiveness. What's the, polar? He was a polarizing player, kind of, and he still was.
Yeah.
He's very even in retirement, he was still a polarizing player, and it's like no one can replace that level that he reached. So it's like for me, it's a different type of thing because like I always respected like his game, but I always had Kobe jokes. I'm not gonna act like I didn't. But it was never anything past basketball, of course. Like it's never that. So like to see someone who I remember the bulk of their career, even though it was spent rooting against them, it's like it's a crazy reflection to make back onto it. And part of me that honestly was like, yo, did I waste time like cheering against somebody who I'm ultimately sad lose? I had to think about it, like, no, it's like that's sports. And you've always been able to separate sports from real life. And cheering against somebody in sports is okay because it's sports. It's supposed to be fun. Like you're supposed to have people who you cheer for and cheer against. So it's not like something to feel bad about. You know what I'm saying? But I did go through that for a little bit today. Like, yo, am I wrong for feeling? Is it okay that am I allowed to, mourn this because I did spend a lot of his career cheering against him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was something that I
No.
processed, but it's like, nah, it's that you're tripping. You can mourn him because he's a human being outside of sports.
Yeah. I'm really on the same boat with you. I wasn't a Kobe fan either. Um, but when I started to watch, I mean, I'll never forget the year I started to watch the NBA,
Yeah.
um, which was the craziest year in basketball, you could say. I want to say 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't 2003 Malice at the Palace also?
I believe you're right about that, actually.
Yeah, it was the 03, and then Pistons won that year. Like, I didn't realize. I don't remember why I got into the NBA or why I got into basketball because as a
That was
kid,
04.
my first that
Sorry,
was
Mouse
04.
is 04. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it was that very next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, as a kid, baseball was first. I'd always watch baseball, play baseball, then football, and then I'm in the third grade, and for some reason, like I just got into basketball. I asked my dad for a basketball hoop for Christmas. He got me one of the nicest basketball hoops still today I've ever seen. And I mean, I got the flu twice within like uh, almost a month. because I kept
Word?
sneaking outside. Yeah, in 30-degree weather, with just shorts and a t-shirt, just playing basketball. Yeah, uh, my I'll never forget that, and my parents don't forget that either. But and yeah, uh, and so man, where was Kobe Bryant? But you know, it's 2003. I'm just starting really to learn and watch the NBA, and Kobe
Right.
Bryant was my Michael Jordan. You know, I didn't get to
Yeah.
watch Michael Jordan. I didn't know what like greatness was, but I knew the great player in the NBA was Kobe Bryant. But as uh, my natural tendencies of cheering for the underdog, of course, I was not a Kobe Bryant fan. I did not like the Lakers. I was the Lakers hater just like you. Instead, my favorite player at the time was, I guess you could say, his rival at the position, because I was a big Tracy McGrady fan.
Yeah.
I started liking the Rockets between Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady. But
Right.
I mean, but he just, I don't know why, but it just means a lot to me though that and that's why I think I could grieve it, because I had that same thought as you. Like, I was a Kobe hater the whole time. Never claimed to be a Kobe fan. Um, but I mean, it means a lot to me though. At the same time, because he was that dude when I started watching the NBA and started loving the game of basketball. Is that I knew like Kobe, he was the GOAT, like for me, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just, man, this is a wild day, bro, and it's like it's a day like that's gonna. This is gonna be a day every year. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm laughing, but it's like a. I can't believe this kind of laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't. I
yeah,
still don't know what I'm processing or what I've read today. Like I think I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up and still be processing this. This
oh
because
for
this
sure.
like this really just happened. He was like I said, 41 years old. His 13-year-old daughter was with him. It's like you just don't. You never want that. You just don't. You know.
Yeah,
You really don't. Um. Yeah. I do want to say like my heart goes out, of course, to the families of not only Kobe Bryant, but to the families of the other people on board who lost a loved one today, lost someone they
yeah.
cared
That
about.
was also I mean, unless the reports are wrong, that was also that was Gianna's one of Gianna's teammates and
Right.
a
Another
parent.
parent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I want to send thoughts out to like the Lakers nation as a whole because man, a lot of Lakers fans just lost the person that made them a Lakers fan, and that's a different kind of pain, I'm sure, for them as a whole. I want to send a special out to the Lakers fans that I know. Fred, um, my boy France, salute to you, bro. Thinking about you. Maliqua, salute to you. I like really like y'all in my thoughts, all right? Because I know this is a rough day. Because like all of them are around my age, so like Kobe was, that's their guy. The generation before them had Magic, but like this generation had Kobe. Kobe was their Lakers hero. So it's like I just I wish all y'all in my thoughts, man. I know you said you had some Lakers friends, super diehard Lakers fans, and that you know as well. So like, I'm
yeah,
saying, shout out to them. Thoughts with y'all. It's gonna be a rough time, but wish y'all the best. And I think that's all I
yeah,
got, man.
yeah. I mean, I just want to say, and I just got one last thing.
Go ahead, bro.
Talking about just moving on, trying to look at the positive of this, and what not only you and I, but all of us can look at is Kobe Bryant. I think we could all easily say, even though none of us, the majority of us didn't know him, uh, the dude, he didn't, the dude didn't die with any regrets. As in,
Mm,
he maximized his potential, and he maximized every day. And to me, what's more sad is Gianna didn't have a longer life,
Yeah.
and she's not going to get to carry out what a lot of us have had expectations for her to do, which is sad. But even though he died at 41, the dude did just as much as any or more than any 91 year
Yeah.
old has done today.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that's big for a lot of us.
For sure. And that's one thing, like Kobe went to retirement and he didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? Like he retired from the game
Yeah,
and he was went doing other things, other ventures that he had great success at as well, which is a great it's not only great for him, but it's a great example to the next generation of basketball players that there's life after basketball if you want it. Because a lot of athletes struggle with that, you know what I'm saying? Because they retire at such a young age and it's like, how do we move on from that? You know what I'm saying? It's how do we move on from this sport? And he did it pretty seamlessly. So it's like, it's a great example for other athletes coming up. Like, you can find something to do. Just find another passion. Find your passion in real life outside of the sport. So, and that's a great testament to him. It
for
really is.
sure.
So yeah, I think that wraps this up. I don't know if we'll be back this week. Honestly, this week's gonna be very weird. This happening. Prayers up. Hug somebody you care about. Cherish every moment. Levi,
Yes, sir.
love you, bro. All
Love you too, man.
right. And on that note, we're out, y'all.
Peace out.